Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dark Asylum Podcast, the only podcast you need to be listening to that will either make you laugh uncontrollably or face crippling existential dread. I am your host, the big meaty man who bums meat, the chosen one, Zach Winters, and with me, as always, with his weird little masturbator's hands, Darkness,
Hey, everybody.
and the man who I am excited to announce on this show has won the Oregon State 2021 Phallic Food Eating Contest, Big Vicious.
What the fuck? Phallic
Did
food.
you want to tell everybody?
Jesus.
I'm sorry, did I step on that for you?
We can't put the trophy up because it'll get taken down off of Facebook.
We'll be immediately like...
Our names are
kicked
going
off.
on lists.
I mean, it's a cool trophy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think you could make tapioca pudding do that, but with enough motors and pumping, I guess, yeah.
That
works.
I could see, like, with V's lack of gag reflex and just watching him eat in general, it was impressive watching him get, like, one thing down his throat after another, but when he, like, started getting nervous and started putting, like, multiple down his throat at once, it was like watching a snake eat an egg. It's fucking crazy.
Jesus.
All right, so I always tell when it's starting to go bad because he gives out one-word responses and there's nothing in between. So, all right, moving right along.
Anyway.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Just trying to congratulate and support my friend on his big accomplishment, but apparently I'm the asshole.
That's for his new OnlyFans that he posted
Oh yeah, there's
on
that.
his Facebook. Yeah.
I knew it was either. So it was either. I forgot to post on that because I was gonna say either A, it's a joke and I'll get rickrolled, or B, it's real and I'll see your just giant fucking balls. So it's a lose-lose.
It was pretty much what I was expecting, but I remember there's another one of those going around a while back. It's I forget what it was. You need to unfriend these people right away or something like that. Here's a list, and you click on it, and it's like everyone that liked Nickelback. So it's you need to get rid of these friends right away. I was like, what? And I click on it,
Funny.
and it's like everyone in this group likes Nickelback. I'm like, oh no, what's wrong with you people? So unfriended. But I've gone on a fucking muting spree on Facebook. I'm so sick of listening to people fucking back and forth bullshit.
Yeah,
So,
if it wasn't for like so essential for wrestling, I'd get rid of social media for wrestling and for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back and forth on the social media thing. Like, I usually just scroll through to find something to do, look at, laugh, whatever. And then there's sometimes I'll actually like pay attention, and then I regret it. You know, it's just like, and then I don't know. I'm just in this weird mood that I feel like not picking fights, but like kind of like fueling fires and like commenting on people's stuff till like two people go at it. So
Yes, I wonder how. Yeah, I was gonna say, yes, please go on.
oh no, it's just like it's I'll see somebody post and you got somebody on there flapping at them and they're going back and forth, and then I'll just make a comment to like get one side like pumped up, and then I'll just like make a comment that like cuts them at the knees and brings the other person up, just to watch them go at it. Sometimes it's fun.
Yeah, I like to go.
Sounds like the early Wonderfully Vicious years.
I like to go in, just drop a bunch of fucking bullshit, truth, and insults, and then mute the person, so that I don't have to get any of the responses.
Run away giggling.
That's like, I pooped and left. It's like, I just farted in the elevator. It's like, yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Get in there, fuck shit up, and then leave. So, but yeah, anyway.
Speaking of
farting in elevators.
No. Wonderfully Vicious. I was watching some of our old matches from like fucking 7 years ago, V.
Yeah.
And I watched the one where I can't remember why we did this, but we were the tag team champions and we came out with pieces of paper instead of the belts.
We came out with paper.
Yeah.
Huh.
And we were talking shit. It was like us against the Moonshiners, and we were talking shit and throwing the paper at them and shit. And I was like, I feel like there was real something there. I just can't fucking remember what it was. It screams like it was either when what the fuck was that old guy's name who hated me?
Which one?
Mike. You mean Mike Miller?
Mike Miller. Yeah, that piece of shit.
So this is what's funny about Mike Miller. So he yells at Zach for like stiff kicking like JP in the head, and it wasn't even a stiff kick, right?
I missed him actually.
But he looks at me and he's like, "Hey kid," he loved me for whatever reason. He's like, "You want a pair of boots for wrestling?" And I'm like, "Dude, yeah." He's like, "I think I got a pair that'll fit you. I got a pair of boots that would look great in the ring with you." And I'm like, "Okay." This motherfucker brings me combat boots.
I remember that.
Straight up, like fucking like those. There was no softness to those bottoms. He's like, and he was all about me giving the big boot. He's like, these will look great giving the big boot. And I'm like, this will kill a motherfucker.
Yeah. Like, I use Doc Martens for my ring boots. That's all I got. And I've seen some badass looking ring boots, but they have like buckles and spikes and shit on it. You can't. I mean, combat boots are bad enough, but fuck, man. What the hell is that?
Yeah. And Mike Miller liked me at first. And then we just had like a shit match. And it was one, I remember it now. It was one that were like outside. And I think I got heat stroke during it because I don't remember much of the match. And I was like inside, and he walks up to me and he says, "Have you ever been trained?" And I'm like, I turn around, I look at him, I'm like, "Did you seriously say that to me?" And this was like after months of him trying to push me for the title. And he's like, "Yeah, what was that shit out there?" And I go fuck yourself, you washed up old man.
Yeah, that's a good way to get somebody to not like you.
And then a couple weeks later, or a couple months later, what was it? Turns out he was fucking his own daughter, so.
Oh.
What?
More people who don't like me who turned out to be pieces of shit. I win again.
I didn't know he was doing that.
Oh, no. It was him and this woman he raised as his daughter. He was waiting for, I guess they got a paternity test and it came back negative. And like a couple weeks later, they were caught fucking.
Oh, God.
So
even though it's not his daughter, it's still kind of gross.
Is that the one that DCW helped find?
Yes.
Because they helped him find his daughter or whatever. Oh, wow.
The more I'm left out of the loop in the old days of BCW, the more happier I think I am about it.
You ever hear the time that me and Zach were doing the shooting range and we were posting these videos about like, we ain't getting booked unless we're smoking bud with the booker and shit like that. And then we get phone calls and Facebook messages. We need you to take that down.
Yeah, you guys have told me about the shooting range and stuff like that, but I mean,
that was just us being mad and just venting. and then fucking getting mad and venting, and then just spouting off wild shit about what was pissing us off this week. And then the booker or whoever would be like that one time Tommy C was just like, "Well, if you did like me, you wouldn't post that video."
Right.
Damn.
Well, no, if you noticed, all the shit that pissed us off, and we just did it and spouted off, always got over.
Yeah, that got us over more.
Well, I mean, hell, the free show was us being pissed off.
Yeah.
You know, Wonderfully Vicious, The Freak Show, just things. It's,
Oh.
I mean, we're kind of, so let's see. I would be the Kevin Nash. Zach would be the Shawn Michaels. Darkness would be the Triple H.
1, 2, 3 Kid? No. Oh, damn. Okay.
Hey,
yo. Oh,
no.
Damn it.
Well, no, because Triple H came into the clique
Later. Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
So you would be the Triple H,
Start boning the boss's daughter. Woo!
But
Alright.
we're kind of like the clique. We have this, like this in and out of the ring thing. It's,
Yeah.
Well, that's what like.
Pa. Who's Pa? Pa's fucking Razor Ramon.
The
The old like stumbling around, half drunk,
the ladies
but that's
wanna
just
bang.
him. Yeah.
Because we go from locker room to locker room and we get heat because we just pick out a room in the locker room and say, this is ours now. And nobody's going to say anything to us.
It's
And
not
then,
even like it's the good room though. It's just a room, It's not
And
like
then
we're
you're fucking miserable because you're whining about something. You're not going over. But then you see 4 guys in back laughing their asses off, not giving a shit if they're going over or not.
right.
Yeah, it's so funny, the business. It's like the sooner you come to the realization that shit doesn't matter and you enjoy what you're fucking doing and you're not like, it's not a business. It's not when you come to the point where you're like, I for one know I am never going to see the inside of an AEW, WWE, TNA. I know I'm not going to see any of those fucking places in my lifetime unless I pay for a ticket. So trying to look good and trying to keep all this fucking bullshit up, it's not going to happen. It's not worth it. So when that's taken off your shoulders, we can sit in the back of a locker room and fucking joke our asses off and have fun because I'm not going anywhere with this. I know that.
No.
And that's what makes it so much easier to deal with the stress of it, Just don't fucking break my face and I'm happy. That's all. My leg, so be it, but,
leg's fine.
Yeah, I mean, just nothing that can't be replaced, So, but, yeah, I mean, I came into it after you guys had already known each other for years, so you guys got a ton more stories about hanging in the road and all that other shit.
Pissing
And
people off.
yeah,
Those lonely nights on the road.
like we said last week, it's like just being associated with you guys have gotten me in trouble. They don't even fucking know me. So,
That was once.
yeah, well, but it's done more good than bad. I'm not saying, but it's just there's a reputation that I've been sucked into and I'm now a part of, so I have to deal with that. But yeah, I mean, it's been more good than bad. Don't believe me. So
I mean, yeah. If they don't want to book us because shit they heard, fuck them.
yeah, it's probably not a place worth working anyway. Oh, I got to drive 12 hours to get the same pay that I would back in my local territory. Whoop-de fucking do. It's just, it's not worth it if it's going to be that stressful. It's worth it if you go have a good time and, things are good. But if you're going to do it and then it's just going to be stressful and, negative, then fuck it. Why bother? So.
That's why when we go to Washington, we're just taking a whole, all of us, I'll meet you at Pa's place and we'll take the van.
Yeah. Like party van, dude.
Party van. And then I'll sit in back and fuck with Pa and almost kill us again.
Yeah, that was good. Paul is the only man I know that can turn around while driving and start swiping at us. And I'm like, Jesus, Paul, what the fuck? Yeah, don't. We want him to sit next to you. Like, you two sit next to each other up in the front so he can he's within swinging distance.
Absolutely is not happening.
Yeah.
I need to stretch out.
The smallest guy. He's got to have the most room.
Yep.
All right, Darkness, you sit on Big B's lap.
The backbone of the group.
I'll lay across the.
Well, I think it was I don't think. Yeah,
What?
I can't remember. So I think it was the first trip. JB was like all laid out in the back seat,
Yeah.
just all, like. Well, I think both trips actually.
Didn't he have a
Uh,
mannequin back there one time?
Exceed?
I don't know.
He had a mannequin back there one of the trips.
No.
Yeah, that
So
was disturbing.
JB was in the front seat the first time.
Just
Yeah.
off.
The second time he was laid out in the back. Me and you were in the side seats.
Yeah.
Fucking. I remember we were leaving. I think so. The first time I went, we went to Sherry's afterwards. Sherry's, right?
Yeah, I think so. Or Denny's or whatever.
Denny's.
Was that the one where the cook quit?
Yeah.
When all of us walked in.
All of us walk in. So, for those listening, we go to was it Denny's?
Yeah, that's a Denny's.
After Denny's after a show, and there's actually a bunch of us because it was us three, Pa, Lance Dean, JB Moonshine, I think Ernie or Caleb. Which one?
Tower.
Tower. There was Tower.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was Ernie.
It was Ernie, and like we all order our food, get it in, and then like in the middle of, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be cooking. This cook just comes out of the kitchen. Fuck this! Fuck you! I quit! I'm done with this stupid shit. I was supposed to be off an hour ago. Fuck this place.
No,
And
Ernie and Caleb
these
weren't
fat
there.
boys are just sitting there, just like, oh, okay.
Ernie and Caleb might have went the first time with you guys.
Yeah.
But they didn't go. They didn't go anymore because I guess it was how they were treated and told how they were going to get paid or something, because they weren't real wrestlers or something, and they had a fit about what they got paid or something. And I agreed with them if it was the way it was said, but I didn't agree with them with how they argued over the pay, because when you're rookies like that, you're lucky if you get paid.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to look at it that way. I mean, you're getting the opportunity to wrestle on a show. You need to take that, and your pay is going out there, showing you know what you're doing, and somebody else catching a glimpse of that match and saying, "Hey, we could use them."
It's the exposure thing. You get paid in exposure.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to pay my bills with exposure.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, but the thing is, they were so fresh. I mean, they only had a few matches at that. So, granted, I would ask for gas money. I mean,
That's a hell of a trick for us.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it 3
I'm
hours?
just saying, if they were asked to come out, if that promoter said, "Hey, I'd like to put you on the show," then at least give them gas money, or yeah. But no, those were fun times. I can't wait until it picks back up.
Yeah, it'll be nice. So, yeah, everybody, there's your 20 minutes of inside the wrestling business. We'll get into the regular shit.
Out of the way.
So, yeah, I mean, fuck, what's been going on in the world of everything? I got the only video game.
I got some.
Oh,
Hold on, I want to hear yours first.
fucking,
I'll lead into some shit.
fucking Blizzard. That's all I know
Yes!
right now. Oh,
That is exactly the only thing I have right now. The Activision Blizzard fiasco.
good God, man. Like,
So,
yeah, I
for
mean,
those
this.
of you who don't know, Activision Blizzard facing a huge lawsuit right now because of their quote-unquote frat boy behavior that's leading to all sorts of harassment and like making the employees feel like shit. But apparently it got so bad that there was a female employee who committed suicide because of it.
Yeah, that's like serious fucking 80s style harassment where, they would just harass and haze somebody to the point of fucking ending themselves,
Mm-hmm.
But the only movie I've ever seen that kind of deals with inside video games was Grandma's Boy. And it looks all fun and cool and everything. Like, it's just like a fun kind of atmosphere. But they would have, like, at Actavision, it's like, oh, here's the keg for our business meeting and shit like that. So
Yep.
people are just drunk off their ass half the time and everything else.
So, like, there's that, and everybody's like, yeah, I want to develop video games. And, like, no, you don't really, because, like, people, they talk about people putting in, like, 100-hour work weeks, sleeping under their desks, not going home, and then, like, I want to say it was Gearbox that, I think it was when Borderlands 3 came out, Gearbox, they get away with paying their employees like minimum wage because they have a deal in their contract where like if the game does good, then they get a huge bonus check.
Yeah. If they get it out on
they
time, they get a bonus. If they get a percentage of the sales, they get a bonus.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then Borderlands 3 comes out, and it's not great, but it's still a hit. And then they didn't get that bonus check for whatever the fuck reason.
And they always have ways of cooking the numbers, so it's like, oh, sorry guys, we just missed it, you know? It's like, crunch.
Big thing that came up, it was about like 4 hours ago. I don't know why the fuck they'd announce it, but I guess Activision Blizzard workers are going to stage a walkout on Wednesday. So after this post, but tomorrow for us.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what Future Zach thinks of that. Hopefully they actually do it.
Yeah, it's just, it's gotten so bad, you know, and hopefully they do it the right way and they just like, we want coverage for everybody. We want everybody to get treated the same, you know, and they stand united.
We want everybody to be treated the same. We want fucking decent work hours. We don't want to be worked to fucking death for every big video game that comes out.
Yeah.
Like the thing is about like it's almost the same with wrestling. See how I tie it all around back together?
Professional.
When there's like 20 other people who want to do my job and most likely will do it for cheaper, well then why not just fire me and then hire those other people?
Yeah.
Right.
And so like I want to get paid more. Fuck, like wrestling. Oh, I want to get paid more for my services. Oh, well, we don't have it, so fuck you, goodbye. Oh, yeah, we'll bring in these other guys who'll work for cheap.
Yeah. It's... Yeah, that kind of thing, man. You get, like, thrown into something. You get your degree in coding or art, digital art or whatever, and you get picked up by one of these companies, and you think you got it made. You're like, oh my god, you know, right out of tech school, I got this. I got picked up by whatever. And you just get ground down, like, at your very beginning, and you're just like, why did I do this? It's just reassess your life.
They do the emotional manipulation thing that's really kind of shitty, where like, I don't want to work 16 hours today. Oh, well, I guess you're just not part of the team. I thought you were part of the team. All the other team members are staying here 20 hours a day.
Yeah, and they say it loud enough, and then they, like, wave their hand over the entire group in the cubicles that are still working. What's the matter, Bob? You don't want to work with your team? And then the other guys that are all pissed, like, look up from their cubicles at the asshole that doesn't want to stay.
That's why they need to unionize, but we'll see what happens there.
Yeah. But the funniest thing I've been reading is the WoW community is up in arms because there's not going to be any new updates while this is happening.
And they actually took out some stuff too. Hold on, I found that. What was it? They took out some stuff about that relates to it.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. You guys talk about
vamp. We'll vamp.
Well,
so
real quick. So, what do y'all think about SmackDown on their rerun show taking out the Roman Reigns comment about missionary being boring.
That was another thing I was going to get into, but all right. I mean, if we want to jump, when we vamp, we're supposed to stay within the same category.
No, we weren't.
You can't just like,
Hold on.
we're gonna talk
You're
about
talking
Activision
about
for a while.
no, and then you talked about like the sexual harassment and stuff, and then you talked about wrestling, and this kind of has to do with wrestling and sexual something.
Sexual harassment.
All right. So, yeah, I guess we'll just get into that while Zach's vamping, or we'll vamp, or whatever the fuck.
You're vamping.
Yeah, so, yeah, he said John Cena is the same thing every night. It's just boring. It's like missionary every time, the same way.
Over and over.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought that shit was hilarious. I'm like, oh my God, Roman is, like, did John Cena actually teach him something?
That line.
And is he actually getting some good fucking mic skills?
Like, you got Paul Heyman right there. Paul Heyman right there.
But he doesn't need Paul right there. He's busting out with it. I was just like, holy shit. And then all of a sudden, they're like, yep, no, we're not going to re-air that.
Yeah. You can still see it on, like, the Fox thing, but, yeah, they're not re-airing it on Hulu and shit.
That's the thing about, like, Roman Reigns that I've always said is if you let him, if this was the 90s, the Attitude Era, and they didn't give him a script, they just gave him bullet points, I think he'd have done great. But he's like such a little, I'm a company boy, I'm going to take my script and I'm going to read these horrible, horrible, horrible lines they write for me.
Yeah.
Which I don't even think he should be talking in the first place. They just want him to be The Rock so bad. If he was just like, as he was in the Shield, where he was just like the muscle, the silent destroyer, he would have been great.
Yeah, like Brock Lesnar, him. Just let Paul do all the talking, let him stand there and like cross his arms and shake his head, and that's about the extent of it. But
I don't know. I think as heel Reigns, he's gotten better at his promo skills. As a face, I don't know. I think he has a problem being a face, like, and being able to do the promo aspect of it, like get the sympathy and stuff.
Yeah.
As a heel, he's like, fucking acknowledge me. Like, he gets his tone and everything. I'm like, ooh, like this guy's kind of scary now. Like,
before we get into more of the wrestling stuff, Zach, did you find the?
Yeah, apparently there's in World of Warcraft, Blizzard has promised to remove content not appropriate for World of Warcraft. Apparently there's in-game references to creative director, I'm going to butcher his name too, Alex Afrasiabi. I guess he was the big guy who was in a lot of these sexual harassment suits, and I was just kind of reading these. Afrasiabi was also known to engage in harassment of females, that his office was nicknamed the Cosby Suite after alleged rapist Bill Cosby. And would also call females derogatory names at company events.
Yeah. I heard another story that like he would go, somebody, I don't know if it was the same guy or not, it sounds like his MO though. He would go around and like pick all the Asian women out of the office to go up to his office and just have like parties up there with all the Asian girls. Like,
the Cosby Suite.
I didn't hear it called the Cosby Suite when I heard the story, but yeah, it's just like, what the fuck?
If anybody listening thing from this show, it's fuck out of that job.
Huh?
You broke up. What was that?
Did I cut up?
Yeah.
Let me try it again. If anybody takes anything from this show, and let it be this one thing, that if you start a job at an office and one of the offices is called the Cosby Suite, just get the fuck out of that job.
Unless they got fucking pudding pops up there, I ain't gonna go check it out. Fuck that. Yeah, I do like me some pudding pops. Anyway.
So, it's not necessary.
Doesn't even work anymore. Episode 47. Go check it out. All right.
not necessarily video game news,
We're
but
doing the comic book thing now.
Oh, I guess we're jumping into that now? Okay.
no. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah, comic books. So they had a little asterisk at the bottom. See issue number. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, if you want to know what a pudding shoot is.
Our thoughts on a pudding shoot.
So I kind of fell down this little rabbit hole from a Facebook video. I can't remember what it was. It was like basically like some dude buys.
Conspiracies again.
Well, no, it was like something like he buys. Oh, I know what it was. Buys every Apple product off of Wish or close to Apple products, like all the earpods or something. And that video led into another one. Well, he was buying Amazon unopened package boxes. Like he bought these crates. So it was like right around.
Who is this? I'm lost.
It's just some video. I can't. I don't know what the dude's name is.
Like Bill Cosby's buying all this shit.
No,
what the fuck?
So the
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He buys these unopened Amazon package crates. So like $13,000, right?
Yeah.
And it was right around the time where all the Xboxes and the PlayStations were being ordered. This dude was pulling out, like in one crate, he pulled out like 2 Xboxes and like 1 PS5. Like,
Good.
It was packages that like people like either it got lost or they never received, like never picked up.
Porch pirate.
R.E.M.E.T. the porch pirate.
But like I fell down the rabbit hole and I watched the first one that had nothing to do with the PlayStations or the Xboxes. It was just like they got cell phones and a lot of it was like vitamins and books and like for whatever reason peanut butter. But then he got the one where it was like he had like 3 crates that he bought, and like I said, he was pulling out 2 X. Like it was one was the it was like one of each. Another crate he pulled out 2 Xboxes and 3 PlayStation 5s. And I was just like, holy crap, dude. Like, I wish I had $13,000 just to throw out there, like, and buy one of these crates and, like...
It's always nice when
they can...
It's always nice when they can take the money they spent and they make something off of it, but one of my sister-in-laws, like, they got this boxes from Michael's at the craft store, and there was, like, just filled with like a roll of ribbon. You're
right.
Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this thing? I spent like $20. They did do it to that extent, but it's like a $20 guess what's inside box, and you're like,
the mystery boxes. Yeah, those mystery boxes things they're kind of scary. But even like doing like the I could see doing the Amazon crates, or even that goes back to the old school like storage lockers.
Oh yeah, they made a fucking TV show out of that.
But you're risking. You're like, you may get a gold mine out of it, or you may hit like fucking junk.
Yeah. I don't know how we got on this tangent, but fuck.
It had to do with the PlayStations and the Xboxes. I said it wasn't necessarily,
all right.
wasn't necessarily video game news, but like I fell down the rabbit hole and saw that. I'm like, holy crap! Like I wish I could pull out like all those Xboxes.
Oh yeah, that shit would be awesome. But so yeah, the Blizzard shit.
When he said he fell down a Facebook rabbit hole, I thought you were going to go on another one of your QAnon conspiracies.
Okay, so yeah.
You want to tell him how you think Joe Biden's a lizard person?
We all know it.
All right.
Okay. All right. I don't care. I don't care which side you're on. Did anyone see the video where he comes running up at the reporters? He's all, they wiped my ass.
What?
He screams out, I wiped my ass, or they wiped my ass, and the reporter's like talking to him about something. And it's kind of like there's a distance between them, and he's not quite understanding. And so he like kind of runs up and like stumbles up to her. And he's all, they wiped my ass. And everyone's like, what the fuck did he just say?
Joe
like,
Biden yells, my butt's been wiped.
My butt, that's what it is. My butt's been wiped.
Yeah.
Riveting.
Oh,
you're listening to. I thought you were gonna play it.
Yeah.
You can play that. That's
No.
news. We can.
I can't. I don't know how to play it. It sounds like he says something. Something's been
I
wet.
can hear it in my butt's been wiped.
My what's been what?
My butt's been wiped.
My butt's been.
He was so happy that his handlers like wiped him and got him all ready to go for his big press thing. You know, he just had to share it with everyone.
He probably was saying something about his wife. And
I don't know. It was just funny to see that meme and be like, my butt's been wiped. What the hell? And I looked into it. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
It's better than him because I don't know. The way you explained it, I just expected him with his pants around his ankles. My ass had been wiped.
I forgot my butt's been wiped. That's what it is. That's yeah.
My butt's been waxed.
I saw that trending.
I'm
like,
because it can't be because I didn't hear wiped. I hear wet.
My butt's been wet. All right. Well,
But must be what? Anyway, sorry for this thrilling.
Sorry, I just had to bring that up because I just remembered that. But yeah, it was hilarious.
No. Yeah. He said some weird shit though.
You think we take blood from children? Wait, what? What the? What? It's this is like I don't know. It's like I said. I mean, no political stances either way. Some of the shit that he said, you're just like, what? I'm not. Am I? Does he think he's being funny, or is this like old man jokes, or what the fuck's going on? So I don't know.
That's been every president. Every president's had.
Oh yeah, there's been something.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like remember the time Bill Clinton fell asleep during the middle of a church service he went to?
Yeah. My favorite presidential gaffe is I think it was Bush Sr. was sitting there with one of the Asian delegates or something like that, and he just pukes in his fucking lap.
Yeah,
right?
It was just the Japanese one. He got food poisoning.
He got food poisoning at the table. He just leans over and barfs all over. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking insane. Oh, yes, because vomit humor gets me going every time. And then to see the president do it, and then to see him do it in the lap of another fucking foreign, like, oh, that was wonderful. But yeah, I love seeing that.
Fucking parried the shit out of that.
Yeah. So, anyway. Alright, so we were talking about Blizzard. We got off of Blizzard. I just keep hearing more and more rumors. Well, yeah, fuck them. We'll keep you posted if we're your only news source for this. We'll mention it in the episodes coming up. But yeah, it's like I understand you're not wanting to watch or listen to mainstream news, but Jesus, come on, have some standards. But
we just spent 10 minutes talking about how Joe Biden wipes his ass.
Anyway,
we're not a credible news source.
So back to video games. I just keep hearing more and more rumors of Cyberpunk's getting those updates.
Apparently, it's pretty good now.
Yeah.
I need to re-download it.
Well, I got it on disc because I wanted free stickers when I got it. I guess that's what it came with, but.
Cool.
So I got the disc.
$60 stickers do.
Well, it was $60 regardless, but anyway. So yeah, we got that coming up.
Did you see the Dead Space remake trailer?
No, they're doing that too. What's with every game's getting a remake, man?
Oh my god!
It's like we did pretty good the first time. We're just gonna do it again. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, EA might, they learned from their mistakes of, pushing gambling onto kids and.
Oh, those loot boxes, yeah, legalized gambling.
For children.
Yes, get them started young.
The fan hatred from Dead Space 3. Jedi Fallen Order was pretty good.
Yeah.
Hopefully the Dead Space remix is really good.
Have you seen the previews for the Witcher mobile game?
Yes.
The Pokemon Go-esque game?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I saw the news come out about that one, and people are just like, what is this? So instead of throwing a ball at a creature, you slash the creature until you kill it, but...
And then you bang hot sources on stuffed unicorns.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They tried to do it with Harry Potter as well, make it Pokemon-y.
Oh yeah, you'd go and... Yeah, you'd use your wand on shit. But yeah, those mobile games. Anyway,
Remember that Harry Potter toy got recalled because it was a stick that vibrated between the kids' legs.
Yes. It was a firebolt, you son of a bitch. Call it by the right thing.
No.
Yeah, it was one of the flying brooms. Yeah, and they just
You put it between your legs, you push the button, and it vibrate. People thought that
Mom,
was cool to sell to children.
Mom, Deborah won't give me back my Nimbus 2000. She's just been in her room for hours playing with it.
Just a couple more minutes.
We wonder why there's a whole generation of people that just don't need men. It's like, brought up on the Nimbus 2000. But well, we'll kind of segue, I guess, unless you guys got anything else to say. But watch this professionals. No. From toys into a segue into our next.
I saw who's the girl who played Hermione?
Emma Watson.
Yeah, I saw her naked.
Okay, that's great.
That's about it. As far as like sex and Harry Potter goes, as far as I got.
Awesome. Okay.
Harry Bush.
And he just made the list, so we'll get.
She was fully grown. When apparently
She was fully developed. Okay. God.
Apparently, I don't know what the fuck it was. It was like, oh yeah, I'm leaking my nudes before everybody else does. So she just released a bunch of naked pictures of herself.
Oh, okay. Way to ruin the surprise. Damn. Now people aren't going to be like peeking in her fucking apartment windows and shit, trying to take pictures of her naked.
When that whole thing happened, it still, like, to this day upsets me that I've seen Xavier Woods' penis.
Oh, yeah. Well, got to see Paige, though, so,
Yeah,
Anyway.
Still, I wasn't impressed.
Well.
I was going to say, here's the problem, Zach. You knew what you were going into.
And I knew what I was going into, and it still just made me sad. Like, it was the only time I've ever watched, like, a porn or a sex tape and just been like, oh, I don't want to watch this.
Have any celebrity nudes that have come out like that been flattering or decent to look at? I mean, it's none of them usually, are good.
Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, you usually find out they're just, like, super vanilla. The Kim Kardashian one's fucking trash.
The Paris Hilton where she's talking on the phone and answering the phone.
Paris Hilton one's fucking you can't even jerk off to that one.
I was like, has there ever been a good one? I can't recall, So, yeah, it ain't worth it.
I saw Charlotte Flair's nudes that leaked, but she looks too much like her dad to even like.
Not even like her dad. Like, what's wrong with her kids? Like, one's like up and one's down.
Oh.
Did you see that picture where, like, I think it was on Instagram where, because her and Andrade, what the hell's his name now? El Idolo. When apparently they're dating and they're together, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, look at this beautiful night in the Caribbean," and you could clearly see her blowing him, like the top of her head.
I didn't see this. That's fucking hilarious.
Wow.
Oh shit! It's like those people that like they take pictures of fucking teapots and shit to put on eBay while they're naked.
Yeah.
It's like what the? We know what you're doing. Knock it off.
There's a picture of a mirror with me standing in the background, stark ass naked.
What the fuck? It's like, get your kick someplace else, you fucking freak. Oh, man. Anyway, so I was going to segue from the Nimbus 2000 toy into toys of our youth and into the new He-Man show. But,
Oh yeah,
fuck, we just kind
Kevin
of...
Smith released that He-Man totally eats pussy.
Yeah, amongst other things, but yeah. Yeah.
I didn't hear the whole thing. That's the only part I heard about because I don't have enough interest in He-Man to follow this, but apparently a bunch of people are pissed about it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet, and I'm hearing so many different sides to this, like how shitty it is, how good it is. Then you got groups of people, namely ones who like to start stuff at BCW, talking about how people are just pissed because it's building a strong female lead.
Well,
Just a bunch of crazy stuff. Some people said they watched it. It didn't ruin their childhood. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. So, I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. I guess Battle Cat's a badass.
Oh, is it out already?
it's already out, yeah. Well, the first 5 episodes are. The first season of 5 half-hour episodes. So... But yeah, it's interesting the way that people have, because Kevin Smith, he went about things poorly because he's kind of used to just everyone loving everything that he does.
Yeah.
And he lied his ass off about a bunch of stuff, and then when the show actually dropped, like all the shit that people had heard was not gonna happened, and they all got pissed off about it. So. I mean, if V's gonna watch it, then I don't want to sit here and spoil it for him. So.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, it's a He-Man show, correct? I mean,
right.
So they kill him in the first fucking episode.
Oh shit!
What?
That's why people are pissed. They fucking kill He-Man in the first episode, and
God damn.
They waste no fucking time. Just that's why people are upset because it's just like. What do you fucking do? And then, like, okay, strong female character. All right, I can see that.
Nobody else wanted to watch that show listening to this.
That's why I said spoilers. So if anyone's still listening that wanted to watch it, but, not only do they kill He-Man, you ready for some more? They kill Orko as well.
What?
He's just going to lose his shit. So, yeah, like, Kevin Smith has almost taken like a villainous maniacal pleasure in fucking with people over this thing. So he's like, we took a character that nobody liked. We took Orko. We made you feel feelings for Orko. And then I fucking killed him. He's like, that's the kind of like, so Orko, I don't know.
George Martin?
I don't know what he's trying to fucking do with it, but it's pissing people off. So basically what happens is He-Man gets fucking offed in the beginning. And the Power Sword goes in opposite directions. So there's no Skeletor, there's no He-Man. The trailer that you see is basically 5 minutes of the first episode. They just crammed it down all into one. Tila gets all pissy about it because why didn't anyone tell me that He-Man and Adam were the same person? Because she didn't figure it out,
Right.
So. I don't know because I haven't watched it yet, but I'm just hearing everyone talking about it. So I guess it advances a couple of years or something like that, and Tila shows back up with her girlfriend and her undercut, and she's all like super kind of lesbian looking Tila. She's just like bitter towards the world and mad about everything and shit like that. So they just took all these characters and they just fucked everything up, and then people are mad, and he's like, what? Grow up, fucking people. And everyone's like, nah, so first you shit all over He-Man, and second you tell the people who are upset about it to grow the fuck up. It's just like, don't
call it He-Man if He-Man's not going to be in it.
Yeah. Well, technically it's called Masters of the Universe Revelation. So I didn't lie about that. That's what he says. It's just like he's going around doing that kind of stuff, and it's just pissing people off left and right. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't know what the title was. All I heard was Kevin Smith's take on He-Man, and it was all about He-Man. All I heard was He-Man.
Yeah.
God damn.
So, I mean, the fans are pissed off about the way the story went, but one thing that everyone is pretty much universally praising is the animation. They're saying it's just a beautiful fucking show to watch. So,
Well, looking at the animation, it's amazing. The only thing that would redeem Kevin Smith right now, did he hire Dolph Lundgren to do the voice of He-Man?
no,
God, I hope so.
God damn it.
no,
'Cause
that would have been.
That would have been great.
Well, Mark Hamill's Skeletor. So, I mean, there's that, I guess.
But I thought you said he's gone.
Well, there's that too, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, Mark, come do the voice for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's another 5 episodes coming out for its quote-unquote season 2. So,
We'll see.
we'll see what happens. I mean, now they're saying that like, oh no, He-Man's coming back, and you're gonna have more He-Man than you can possibly ever want, and blah 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 blah, and so everyone's just like, okay,
So they're working hard on busting out those animations real quick.
to try and fucking fix everything. But yeah, the cast is great though. I mean, they got Lena Headey as Evelyn. I mean, that's fucking badass.
Yeah.
You know, Mark Hamill Skeletor, Sarah Michelle Gellar as Tila. Merman's Kevin Conroy. So, you know, you got Liam Cunningham as Man-at-Arms. I mean, that's fucking... I don't know why Zach's not watching this, because it all seems to be like fucking Game of Thrones and shit, so...
Right.
But...
I'm gonna watch it. I mean, you know, I'm not necessarily one to be upset about different takes. Like, I still have to catch up on it because I stopped watching it. But the new Voltron that came out, loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't my Voltron, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I was like, okay, I can take this. I mean, it's cool. You know, hey, you know, maybe there is a twist to this whole He-Man show. And, I mean, maybe they're just, let's take away He-Man for a little bit, build up these other characters that never really got the popularity that they, you know, and then bring He-Man back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You know, I'll be interested to see what this show is like without He-Man. I mean, being called Masters of the Universe, I mean, I guess that saves it a bit because, you know, it's like, yeah, okay, He-Man's not the main, you know, billboard right there.
Yeah. I mean, I was a kid. I remember watching it as a kid.
But
I don't...
fucking Orko!
Yeah.
I just got curious, and I just like YouTubed the scene where he dies, and I was curious to see Mark Hamill play Skeletor because I wanted the old school fucking you know that Skeletor, but it's just Mark Hamill doing another Joker voice.
That's all that it is. But yeah, so good luck with that. I thought I texted you and sent you a message about don't watch it, it'll ruin your childhood or something like that. I don't remember.
Check it out.
It's five episodes, half hour each. It's not that hard to get through.
I'm still going to check it out. It's I have to.
Yeah.
It's just like I had to.
It's your brand, like Superman and He-Man. You gotta do.
Well, I mean, He-Man, Thundercats. Like when that stupid ass Thundercats show came out, Thundercats show. I watched part of it and then said, "No, fuck you, y'all gotta die." They made it very Teen Titans style. Teen Titans Go. And I'm like, I can't do this. The first remake, the one where he stayed a kid and everything, that was a pretty cool show, and I'm surprised that they didn't go further. I mean, a lot of shows get canceled like really quick. It's like
the 2011 Thundercats.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I remember there was they redid it. One was good, and one, like you say, was like Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
And then they did similar stuff with She-Ra, where it was like, what the fuck kind of show? What show is this? Like,
So with She-Ra, they made it more like the Bratz cartoony style, where they're really weird shaped, like big head, weird shaped. Like, I don't know. I tried watching a little bit of that, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't.
yeah, fuck it. Is there anything from your childhood, like those old cartoons or toy lines or something like that, that you would like to see rebooted that they haven't gotten to yet?
I would like to see them bring back GoBots.
The trash can Transformers? What the fuck?
Yep.
The Kmart Transformers?
Trash can Transformers.
Yeah, no.
Shit.
Honestly, here's my thing. GoBots, what I liked about GoBots was, like, the
They're
robots.
the only ones you could afford.
Bro,
That's how I got mine. That's the only reason I got GoBots.
Bro, I still have my original Optimus Prime.
Oh, shit.
Optimus Prime, Rodimus Prime. I can't remember what the tank with the rocket was called, but it built into a big robot that fucking walked. Dude, it was badass.
Tankimus Prime?
I can't remember. So it has it's you got the track, then there's the rocket in the center, and then the tank like went around, and then the tank was basically the body and the head. The rocket turned into the hands, and then the track were like the back wings, and then part of the track turned into his legs. I mean, it was pretty badass.
Nice.
And I still have my original Voltron.
Oh shit! All the tigers that got snapped together.
The trash can Power Rangers.
I don't know about that one, man. That's
bro.
Fucking Voltron's old school.
Voltron was out before fucking Power Rangers, and fucking Voltron would slice your fucking Dino Mega.
I'm actually gonna look that up because the original Power Rangers, the Super Sentai came out before the Power Rangers. So hold on.
All right, so we'll vamp.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I mean, like most of the stuff that I watched as a kid, it's still around. Like I fucking love Ninja Turtles. I can go pick up a Ninja Turtle comic right now, you know. So that shit's still going. They still have cartoons, I think, too, going right now.
Some of them are good, some of them are bad.
Yeah.
But the Ninja Turtles have been one that's been remade more times than I think fucking, you know, a lot of things. They've come out. Nickelodeon kind of poured Ninja Turtles out. You know?
Yeah, like Eastman and Laird, they pimped it out so much that it got so diluted over the years. I think Saban owned it for a while. I don't know. It's been tossed around, but here we go.
Voltron came out in 1984. The original Sentai series, April 1975.
Okay.
So Voltron's a ripoff of the Power Rangers.
Okay, now when did they premiere in America?
Hold on. When did they become Power Rangers?
They became Power Rangers in 92, 93.
Yeah, there we go. We're talking about Power Rangers of Voltron, not hentai.
No.
Hentai.
Super hentai and fucking Voltron, or no, Power Rangers are the same thing because all it was just Saban. Who's that guy?
Saban?
I can't remember his name. It's just this old, his name is Saban, but like
yeah.
Anyway, he just got this idea where he's just like, I'm gonna take all these Japanese shows and do voiceovers and fucking make all the toys and redo the voiceovers and made billions off of it.
Oh yeah, he took all those old Japanese properties that nobody cared about and like revamped them and repackaged them and sent them to America. So
that's why funny story. That's why like everybody's favorite Power Ranger, the Green Ranger, would always like, oh, he can't be the Green Power Ranger this time because he's losing his powers or whatever. Well, it's because that like the Super Sentai version was only like in it for a couple episodes. And they didn't have the footage, but then he became super popular.
I remember, I don't know, I think I was in middle school. The Green Ranger storyline. That was like fucking huge when I was younger.
That was the realest shit when we were kids.
Yeah,
Like,
fucking candle
Nothing with
was
the
burning, and you
Avengers.
were yeah.
You
Nothing
find
with
out.
the Avengers getting smacked around for 2 movies. This was 5 weeks.
Yeah.
You find out.
Green
You
Ranger's
find out
straight
that.
slapping the bitch out of everybody.
Then you find out it's Tommy Oliver, and he's the fucking bad guy, and Kimberly's heart gets broken. Yeah.
Oh, that was my generation's fucking Who Shot JR.
Who is the Green Ranger?
Well, so yeah, I mean, I got into the Power Rangers a bit. Don't get me wrong, but that was the thing. It was the whole big old Tommy, and then they got into the good side, and he was there for a while. Then all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, guys, I can't go on. My powers they're lost," and everybody's tripping out, and once again, they're about to get their ass beat, and the big floaty head's like, "Hold on, kids. I got a surprise for you. Go ahead, Tommy. Come out from underneath my cloth. Wait. Let me wipe off. There we go. Okay, now present yourself."
He's covered in a White Ranger.
And I like, as a kid, I always wondered like why the American footage always looked weird compared to the original Japanese footage, because the shit they had got sent to them and it was like 30 years old, so they had to reboot a bunch of it, and the animatronic for Goldar's face just don't work anymore.
Yeah. Hey, the Red Ranger killed a guy. Episode 45.
Red Ranger killed a guy. Not
45.
that one, but like a different one.
Yeah. Talked about that. Episode
If you want to
45.
hear us talk about that, go to episode 45.
Did you know that I want to say
Uh-oh.
I think it was one of the Red Rangers was also Tum Tum, not Tum Tum. He was in Three Ninjas.
Oh, what? Is this like saying Mr. Belvedere had fucking Marilyn Manson in it? It's just one of those things.
It is like saying the Wonder Years had Marilyn Manson in it.
That too,
yeah. Where is he?
Is it Three Ninjas?
I just googled this Tum Tum Power Ranger and got nothing.
Yeah, Michael Olasky. Oh yeah, he was.
He was.
Okay, so Michael Olasky II. He was in Three Ninjas, High Noon at Mega Mountain. He played Colt.
Dude, he is fucking
Yeah.
And then he was also in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as Young Rocky. That's the only fucking connection you get there, bud.
Rocky? He was Rocky?
Young Rocky. He wasn't even Rocky. He was Young Rocky. So it's like flashback Rocky.
I think Rocky was the Red Power Ranger after
Jason?
After 3 of them left because they after Jason, because Jason, the characters who played Trini and Zach left the show because they weren't getting paid enough.
Yeah, and then
ended up coming back later anyway.
Trini was in the second Crow movie, and then she died.
Yeah,
that
and then there was the
sucks.
huge fiasco with the movie because they're like, oh, we have the black Power Ranger played by a black guy and the yellow Power Ranger played by an Asian woman.
Oh.
We should just change this up.
Yeah, and what was the deal with? Okay, so the Yellow Ranger doesn't get a skirt, but the Pink Ranger does. What's up with that? No, I know because there was only one girl on the original team, on the Japanese team.
Yeah, they had to find they did a Asian woman for the Yellow Ranger because historically speaking, Asian women have little boobies, and you wouldn't be able to see him through the through the Power Ranger suit.
Okay. I didn't know about that, but all right, that works.
No, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, I believe you.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I just knew about why the Yellow Ranger didn't have a skirt, and she was female in America, and she wasn't in Japan, or they weren't in Japan.
And they wanted to do the diverse cast thing, and they wanted 2 women on the team, and they made her the Yellow Ranger because that's in America it's considered a feminine color, and they're just like, well, we'll just hire an Asian woman for it because she has little boobs.
Oh, it's educational and insightful. There you go, everybody.
And racist.
Well, I mean, us giving you that news isn't racist, but yeah. What the fuck?
Did you know that the original Blue Power Ranger, Billy, almost committed suicide because he was bullied so bad about being gay on set?
That, unfortunately, I did know about, and that's sad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who's bullying him? Like, fucking Jason? And the Red Ranger and the Black Ranger? What the hell? Well, who's bullying him? Skull and Bulk? I don't think so.
Probably,
What the fuck?
The Black Ranger can't bully anybody because he only has 9 fingers.
Okay? You got so much useless Power Rangers trivia.
Oh my god. So I can't, like, now that I know that, I can't stop staring at his hand. If you watch the original 90s Power Rangers, the original Black Ranger, he only has 9 fingers.
Wow. Does it ever say that? Has it ever come out why? Does he lose it in like a boating accident or something?
I feel like I used to know.
I can't see Megan Fox in anything without noticing her thumbs anymore.
Those weird fucking toe thumbs.
Yeah. Like, oh, she's oh god, what's on the end of her hand? Oh Jesus.
She's hot. I just don't want her touching me with her thumb.
Just
take my hands.
no, my good hand, my strong hand.
My strong hand.
Making some nice potatoes. It's great.
Shit out of it.
Oh, yes. Gotta love that shit.
Oh, wow.
All right, well, we'll stick in the same vein as our childhoods. Did anyone catch the new Ghostbusters trailer that came out today?
Fuck
I
yeah.
I just now.
Oh yeah. God, please don't suck. Please don't suck.
I know. I'm crossing my fingers. Like, I mean, it's sounding pretty good so far. I won't say it's looking good because trailers have done me wrong in the past.
Yeah,
Done us all wrong.
yeah. My two concerns are, it seems very Stranger Things-ish, and it seems to be rehashing. Go ahead, Jesus.
No, I was going to say, is it half the cast of Stranger Things? No, I'm joking.
It's got one of them, so
I know.
yeah. And then it seems to be like a rehash of things they already did, which it's like you see the Gozer and all that stuff, like they're just like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's in it, and the cab driver ghost is kind of in, and it's just like you don't need to do this, but there's a way it can make sense that I've come up with.
I think what it is they find his grandfather, which is
Egon.
They find his grandfather's old stuff, which he has the containment unit.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
They accidentally release everything that was trapped in the containment unit, which you're going to get the Stay Puft. Well, I mean, technically, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was not a ghost; it was a
demon.
It was created.
It took form of but
and it got blown up and then it gets sucked into no trap. But you're going to have like your Slimer and all the other things. So, I mean, I could see it.
From the previews, it looks good. I like Paul Rudd. It was nice seeing Janine, which what I'm piecing together, I could be wrong. It looks like she's the grandmother of the kids, and she's talking to her daughter, which is Egon's daughter. So I think Egon and Janine had kids, which is kind of cool to know, later on. But that's what I was kind of picking up from the preview. Is it looks like he buried a containment unit out in this farm, like away from everybody, so it would never get screwed with.
So hold on, I mean, I'm just trying to think back. Didn't Rick Moranis' character hook up with Janine?
Yeah, like they kind of had a thing going for a while there too.
Rick Moranis fucks.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I'm kind of a little disappointed with. I've heard everybody except, of course, Harold Ramis is coming back.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear Rick Moranis.
Well, he might come back as a ghost. That would be awesome. Anyway. Rick Moranis, actually, from what I heard, he was coming back, or he was considering it, and then he left Canada and was in New York and got attacked. I don't know if you guys remember
Yeah,
Oh
that.
yeah,
That
that
yeah.
piece
fucking
of shit.
that
Ryan,
fucking guy that knocked him
Ryan,
out. Like, fuck
Ryan,
that.
Like
Ryan Reynolds went on
what?
Twitter. It was like, I apologize because he brought him out of retirement to do that
Oh, that's
commercial.
yeah.
He's like, I'm sorry, Rick. I did not mean.
Ridiculous. And this guy's like
What
a
happened?
serial puncher. Like, how do you become a serial puncher? Like, what
And
the
then,
fuck?
and then, how did it just so happen that Rick Moranis got involved?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I mean, he might be in it, he might not. I mean, it wouldn't make much sense. Like, I don't know. It'd be nice to see him, but I don't see how it would fit in. But the last
Well,
Zach
how
hasn't
would
seen it, but
how would
I'm watching
bring
it right now, actually.
okay. Do
how
what?
would bring how would bringing Sigourney Weaver in it be anything?
I don't think she's in it either,
Yeah, she
unless
is.
her and Venkman got married afterwards.
From what I read,
Nah.
she's in it.
Okay.
Nah, Venkman's too busy just slaying other Strange.
And then
Possible, I guess.
and then the very end of that trailer.
Yep. I don't want to ruin it because Zach's watching it as we speak, so we'll vamp
Yeah.
until the
It's
end of
like-
that.
Of course, they have Finn Wolfhard in it.
Finn Wolfhorn?
The what?
What? Finn Wolfhorn?
Wolfhard. Yeah, he's.
The kid.
From
Yeah, got from it. Yeah, I got you.
Like, it's not. He's the only one who's like actually going out and doing other things.
Well, that one chick was. Well, she wasn't in the first one, so I guess Godzilla.
Oh, that's right.
She was doing that. Bobby Brown, whatever. But yeah,
Yeah,
and then the redhead, she was in. Well, yeah, he was. That's the same guy that did it, though.
Well,
Finn
it had,
Wolfhard.
yeah, but the tall kid too was in. No, hold on.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver is coming back. I don't know how or why. It'd be interesting to see. Yeah. I mean, they got everyone that's still around from the original Ghostbusters. I don't see Rick Moranis, though, in the... Yeah.
Walmart got their product placement in.
Oh, yeah. You see that?
Yeah.
So... But no, it looks good to me. I have hope. I really do, but I just don't want it to be a rehash.
It's going to be 1,000 times better than the last Ghostbusters movie we had.
Ghostbusters 2?
No.
Yes.
Oh shit.
That one in between.
Ghostbusters 2? It goes Ghostbusters 2, the animated series. Or actually goes Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters the video game, and now Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh yeah, Ghost. What about the all-female one? Is that one not canon?
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Here's the thing.
This is
It's
the
not
female Ghostbusters. You mean that cartoon show that had the kid in the wheelchair and the female Ghostbuster? Is that what you're talking about?
What about the one with the monkey?
That's, yeah.
The
I
real
love that one.
Ghostbusters.
So
Where do
that
they
movie,
fit into this?
it wasn't because it was an all-female cast that I had a problem with. I had a problem with it because it was just pure garbage.
It
What?
sucked.
What are you talking about?
I think I had a fever dream.
That's all I'm going to chalk it up to.
Funny story
I think
about that.
any mention of that ever it opens a wound in my brain and then it just scars over right away.
Funny story about
This is
that.
bullshit. I ordered Chinese and I got wonton soup and there's only one wonton in it.
What?
And I'm going to mention that for throughout the rest of the show every half hour. And hopefully it becomes funny at some point.
You queefing in the microphone, you're right on par with it. So you know what?
But
It's sad when a movie fucking does everything in its power to make Chris Hemsworth look like a bumbling fucking jackass, and he's still the coolest thing in that fucking movie. That's all I gotta say.
So, my kid, funny story about that movie. So, I didn't want to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp because, like, I was pissed when I first heard about it. Like, you're not giving me Hank Pym. Like, what the fuck is this garbage? You know.
want to see this movie.
I want to see Hank Pym smack the shit out of his wife. Damn it!
So, like, I'm like, this, like, Jesus, like, whatever. So I take my kid to see it. Love the movie. So he wants to go see that movie. And
Fucking long ass pause.
I think you've told
I-
the story. Is this where you helped your son commit a felony and snuck into another movie?
what?
That's not a felony. What the hell?
So we go see this movie, and I told him, like, I don't want you. I'm almost seriously thinking about like signing you over, like signing rights away because you wanted to see this movie. So we go see this movie.
You're no son of mine.
We get out, and I think he was expecting the same thing from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like, oh my god, thank you. I'm so glad we came to see it. He's like, aren't you glad we went to see it? I'm like, no, fuck you. I'm like, that movie was trash. I'm like, that movie was trash. He's like, oh, it has some good parts. I'm like, what? The credits?
So I started a Voodoo account so I could transfer over all my digital movies. And when I did it, yeah, I like it too. So when I did it, it gave you 5 free movies. And you don't get to pick the movies, you don't get to do anything like that. And I got that fucking movie stuck in my fucking movie. And I call up and I'm like, hey, how do I remove a movie? They're like, what? How do I remove a movie from my movie list? Well, why would you want to do that? I said, because I don't want it on my list. I don't want people to see it when they come over. And she kind of laughed and she's like, what? I'm like, Ghostbusters. And she's like, you don't like Ghostbusters? I'm like, no, that other one. She's like, the new one? I'm like, yeah. Oh, well, that was free. I'm like, I know, I can see why, but can you take it off my account?
I will pay you money to take it off my account.
Yeah, so I ended up getting Ice Age, the Lego movie, Ghostbusters, and one of the, I don't know, some other, like one of the Mission Impossible movies or something. They were all free. And I'm like, why? Get these fucking things out of here. I can't delete them. I can't do anything with them. So, yeah, it sucks. It pisses me off that I have to see that thing whenever I go to watch the original. Like, you motherfucker! Ah! My wife in the other room, she's like, are you trying to watch Ghostbusters again? Ah! She's like, oh, Jesus. So, yeah, you know how it is.
The fat one fell down and farted again.
God,
do people think this is funny?
I can't stand it anymore. Yeah. Start throwing shit at the TV. Shoot it like Elvis. Just like, get that shit out of here. Anyway, so yeah, I'm holding out some hope. I have hope still. I mean, it's going to be better than that other one, but I mean, yeah.
I'm excited, and I'm just excited because, again, when they first announced it coming out, Dan Aykroyd's like, oh yeah, we're actually going to make a real movie.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous what they did that last time. But, so we want to keep on massacring our childhoods here? We can do this. I got this all day.
We could, because I just ordered Chinese food and got wonton soup, and they wonton.
Space Jam 2. Hey!
Oh.
Haven't watched it.
You and about 47 million other people. No, I haven't watched it either. I don't think anyone has. I don't know.
Some people have, and
I did.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Yeah, it was upsetting.
Well, I heard Michael Jordan's in it.
Michael
It was really like.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah.
That's the
I
thing.
can
It's
see
like,
that.
it was you could totally see it was like a bunch of rich white guys in their tower. It was like, oh, kids think this is funny now. Let's put the fucking Fortnite dance in here.
Oh, see, there's shit in that movie I wouldn't even fucking pick up on. Like Fortnite dancing, I wouldn't. What the shit? I just heard of a couple things. Like, they took Pepe Le Pew out because he's problematic, but then they got the fucking droogs from Clockwork Orange running around.
Yep.
It's like, wait a second.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
Wait a second. Pepe Le Pew, fucking cartoon skunk. No, take him out. He's a rapist. Alex and the Droogs, who legitimately fucking rape a woman. Yeah, go ahead and have a cameo from them in there. What the fuck?
Yeah, it got really weird when he comes up and nudges Bugs Bunny, asks for a little bit of the old in and out before some ultra violence.
Oh, that's fucking disturbing, man. I don't understand that shit.
beats the shit out of fucking Daffy Duck.
Giant penis sculpture.
Yep.
Yes. Is there any
After
statues
the
that
game,
gave
after
milk?
the game, LeBron James and all the droogs are just drinking milk.
LeBron James. Yeah.
Which isn't that? Hold on. That's the most second most disturbing part in that movie for me, where they're just all hanging out drinking milk.
Yeah, like we're talking about the original Clockwork Orange now, right? So
There's another one?
no. I haven't seen Space Jam 2, so I don't know if there's a milk drinking scene in there or not. But yeah, I don't fucking get that. Like milk bars are a thing in the future. I don't.
Like they're bad, evil gang member guys, and they're just hanging out drinking milk. Which, like, I think if you just drink milk just to drink milk because you enjoy it, you're a fucking psychopath.
Well, if it's chocolate milk,
That's different.
oh, okay.
Because then it's a treat, but it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna hang out and enjoy this glass of milk.
You got ulcers.
And then there was the guy, like, this is gonna open up some fucking traumatic experience when I was a kid.
Okay.
The ice cream, the guy who drove the ice cream truck, like in Eastern Oregon, the hot July and August weather, he was just drinking buttermilk straight out of the car. I was cool with that. Now I think about it, and it's fucking. I would not let my children anywhere near that person.
All right, so I got two things. One of my social studies teachers used to drink buttermilk straight out of the carton during class. Nobody could understand why the fuck he did it. And second, the ice cream man where I lived, if you asked him for a banana split, he'd sell you weed. So, yeah, that was always fun.
If you're asking for a banana split, he just pull out his penis.
Like, well, all right, go ahead, or I'm gonna split you. Oh God, no.
It was just like, no, I don't know.
Yeah, that's,
Hang out with my buddies and drink milk.
yeah, it seems like a great old time, doesn't it? On a hot day, in fucking giant onesies that, like in bowler hats. I don't know.
So
beat the shit out of my friend with a cane and push him in the river.
So I watched a pretty interesting movie over the week called.
Okay.
It's either Volt or Jolt. I'm trying.
How was it?
Nah, fuck that. We're talking about A Clockwork Orange because now I want to talk about that weird three-way scene.
It has what's her name? Kate
Beckinsale.
Beckinsale.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It was good. Like, so premise of the story, she's just some like fucking whacked out kid who like just like can never be happy. Like she's just always angry and mad, and like the government starts like experimenting on her and trying to like figure out what her gig is and shit. And like as she gets older, they send her off to like the military, and the military can't even handle her. She's just like fucking. You look at her sideways, and she like just rages. And this is all from the preview, so I'm not ruining it. She gets this vest that this doctor made that when she pushes a button, it shocks her and puts her back into this like normal state. And then it goes from there, one thing after another. She's just like fucking raging on everybody. It's a good movie. It has a decent little story. I mean, I didn't turn it on for the story, so like I wasn't too disappointed when it was like, oh, this was okay. But the movie was good. I liked it.
Where was it on? What streaming? Is it Netflix?
I want to say it was maybe Amazon.
Might be Amazon. I remember reading it. I'm like, oh, that sounds just like Crank. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll give it a shot later. And then I ended up watching Guns Akimbo, and I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Guns Akimbo.
Guns Akimbo is fucking awesome.
Yeah. I had never seen it. I was like, all right, they talked about it. It's just sitting here. I may as well take a look at it. And I like Daniel Radcliffe. I mean, all of his stuff outside of Harry Potter. I mean, I like Harry Potter too, but he's had some good stuff that nobody really pays any attention to.
I want to see him in that new show, Oregon Trail or whatever.
Yeah, that looks funny. There's one where he's an FBI agent that goes undercover with the white supremacist group. That was actually a really good movie. He's done a couple of good ones. Like there's a Frankenstein one or something like that. I don't remember, but yeah, like hearing him be an American video game programmer was fucking hilarious in itself. But so yeah, I like that one. That was good.
I discovered it because like I always saw the meme of him in his underwear and bathrobe with just holding guns.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this? And then I just do some digging. I'm like, I have to watch this movie as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Mine was Zach. We're sitting here, and he got to pick the movie for the night, and that's what he wanted to watch. And it was like, I don't know. Like I had nothing other than a bathroom, some guns, and the name, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck are you trying to play, boy? Like, I don't know. Do we have to screen this beforehand? And we watched the movie, and it's like, oh my god, good choice, love it.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. And then my wife, she's got 3 days off in a row from her job, and she's just like, I want some alone time. Oh, so she started yelling at me and giving me a bunch of shit. So I was like, fuck this, I'm leaving.
Go away, you piece of shit.
Yes, that's what she said. And then I left and I went to the movies, and I ended up seeing the latest Fast and the Furious movie because it was playing basically.
Right.
So, and it wasn't bad.
Does it kick you out to masturbate?
I don't know. She's, it smells different once I get home, though. That's kind of weird.
So
she only wants alone time when the gardener's home.
Yeah.
How well did they lead off for Fast and the Furious 10?
They did a lot, actually. I mean, I can spoil the movie if you want, but have you seen it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying it's. I think they have. I forgot how many more.
I think he said 10 was the limit, but he wanted to do 10. So I guess we got one more. Or was that was Fast and Furious 9? Holy shit! Okay, and then we're not counting Hobbs and Shaw, right?
No, that's
its own thing.
Yeah, it's basically Fast and the Furious spinoff. Yeah.
Okay.
Cards on the Table. I've never watched any of these movies.
Okay, well, don't start now.
What?
It's one of these things. I've been in this for fucking 10 years already, maybe 20. I don't know when the first one came out.
Yeah, I don't know. The first one was. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, at first it was just a bunch of movies about cars, and I don't give a shit about that. And then they just go off the wall weird shit, and then, yeah, nah.
Holy shit! I've been watching these movies for 20 fucking years. Good God.
The first one was amazing. I loved it.
No, it wasn't amazing. It was just fun. It was fucking Point Break. Instead of surfers, it was fucking cars. Knock it off.
Whatever. So I loved it.
All right, so you loved it. All right.
The second one was it was weird because there was no Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
It was just Paul Walker and Tyrese.
Tyrese, yeah.
I did like the thing. He's like, "Are you on house arrest?" He's like, "That's a great thing about a house that drives." He's in his fucking mobile home.
The third one was fucking like, what the hell's going on here?
Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift, yeah.
See, that was actually because Tokyo Drift was supposed to be later on in the series, and I think they already had stuff filmed or something for it, so they're like, "Fuck it, let's just make it," because they didn't think it was going to continue.
Okay.
Because you start jumping around it goes. Because then they added Vin Diesel at the very end of the movie.
Yeah, it was basically just a cameo appearance at the end. Yeah.
But so they started
getting paid $11 million for.
I was just like, whatever. It's like, put them on. It's a cheap action movie. But the one I did kind of really like was the I want to say Fate of the Furious.
I don't fucking know. It gets so convoluted. The names. If they'd have just named them sequel numbers, that would have been different. But they don't. It's just Fast Furious, Fast 5, The Fate of the
numbers.
Furious, Furious 7, F9. It's like, what the fuck? I can't keep track of all of
So,
it.
6
yeah.
Furious, 6 Fast.
Yes, I'm too fast, too furious. Yeah.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson refused to do any more of those movies because him and Vin Diesel have a big
A
fucking
beef.
yeah.
I know Versus isn't until later, but who would win in that fight? You think?
Vin Diesel versus The Rock.
I give it
Yeah.
to The Rock on that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vin Diesel's just more show muscle. He's like visual strength, not actual strength.
So the Scorpion King versus Riddick, who would win?
Well,
Impromptu versus, motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
Riddick.
Speaking of Riddick, did you know Vin Diesel owns like
The rights.
I think part of the rights or something like that. So
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, that's how we got the whole like, what was it? The third movie where it's just Vin Diesel jacking off about how fucking awesome Riddick is.
and then they're actually the fourth one is in talks.
Oh, good.
That'd be good. They need to bring back Carl Urban though. That would be awesome. But he got probably not coming back.
He got dead.
He got deaded.
He had that weird mullet in the second one.
Yeah. Yeah. He had that weird
What the
kind of
fuck were they?
eraser head thing.
What the fuck were they called?
Oh shit.
Necromongers.
Yes. Necromongers.
I think
So,
that's
yeah.
what we need to change our tag team name to.
Necromongers.
The Necromongers.
Necrobungers. Bung.
Yeah.
Bung. Yo. Bung. Yeah. So I watched that. It wasn't bad. It was typical. It is what it is. They're just
Yeah.
fun, stupid action movies. John Cena was in it, so that was the thing. It's just like, I don't know what else to. Yeah.
The only thing I'm excited to see John Cena in is Suicide Squad.
That's looking
Yes.
good.
Was it 2 weeks left?
I think
We got 2 weeks until it comes out.
About that,
About that? Yeah. I don't know. Well, I got a fucking The Suicide Squad.
it's like August 9th.
Yeah, that sounds right. August 9th.
Can't type right now.
So yeah, August 9th, 2012. I will probably go to the theater for that one.
2012. We're going back time.
21. I transposed my numbers. I'm half dyslexic. You can't make fun of me about it.
I'll probably go to
I
the
sure
theaters
as hell
to see it
can.
too. I'll probably go to the theaters to see it too, but since it'll be popping on HBO Max before I can get to a theater.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it doing that too? Oh, fuck it then. I'll watch it for
Yeah.
free. I ain't spending $6 for that. No. Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna be on HBO Max right away too.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck it. That's awesome. I'll just do that then. So yeah, you got HBO Max, Zach?
August 6, 2021. Yes, I do.
All right, so we'll have a review ready when it comes out, so
I need
everyone
to
can
watch
look.
more stuff because right now HBO Max is my Sopranos, Game of Thrones, and fucking The Righteous Gemstones.
Oz.
app. Oz was okay. I don't think it was as good as
Oz was
though.
a fucking amazing show.
It was alright.
You guys watch The Wire?
There's a lot of penis in it.
Okay.
Who's the one guy? Hold on. Who's that one guy?
Near Hudson? Oh.
No, hold on. He was in the Happy TV show also.
Oh, he was one of the NYPD Blues,
Christopher. Yeah, he was in that. He was on Oz too.
Oh, okay.
Law and
Dude was
Order.
a fucking hog on him.
There you go, Law and Order. You play fucking what the fuck was his name in Harold and Kumar? That's I remember. Yeah, he was like the crazy guy.
That was him?
Yeah, I forget what his name was though.
Was it? No, was it straight up like Freak Show?
Freak, yeah, I think it was Freak. That's why I was. Yeah, his name was Freak Show. That's why I remember it because it comes up every time.
He was the really religious, like weird guy.
Yeah, that was him.
I heard everything he said.
Yeah. What's that freak show?
That was him.
Yeah. Everyone was like, "What?"
Hold on. I could have swore he also played in Harold and Kumar 2 also.
He might have been in it. I didn't see, or I thought it was 2. Guantanamo
No,
Bay.
so the first one was Freak Show, Guantanamo Bay.
Oh.
I think he played the KKK leader who had Tourette's.
Oh. Okay. Just bring him back for random shit.
I don't know why that idea I thought was hilarious.
All right. It's like, did you watch Jay and Silent Bob reboot?
Yeah.
Hey, fucking Chris Jericho's like a fucking KKK member out of nowhere. You're like, wait, what? He's just like, hey,
I
there's
don't think they like Canadians either.
fucking Chris Jericho. So, speaking of, here's some segue. What do you think of the 2 newest signings to AEW? Is it going to sway anything?
Now,
Yeah.
it will, because fucking people want to jerk off to everything. And as much as a CM Punk fan as I was, I don't give a shit anymore. Fuck
yeah,
him.
that window's closed for you.
Are we 100% sure that they've actually signed?
Yeah, it's pretty much looking that way.
Yep.
Well, I just know everything I've been reading. Tony Khan's been very hush-hush about Daniel Bryan, because even Conan went up to him and said, hey, bro, did you really sign him because he wants to use him over in Mexico? And Tony Khan's like, I don't know. And just kind of like, so Conan's like, yeah, I think that motherfucker signed him, but he's just not telling me.
Oh, shit.
Well, because Conan can't keep his fucking mouth shut.
Well, it's the world of the fucking internet. Like, fucking what? Everybody knew the Hardys were showing up to WrestleMania before the Hardys do.
I know, that was bullshit.
He's brewing that crap, man.
I mean, you can't do anything. You can't have people make appearances in movies without knowing.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know about the stinger in F9. I didn't know that. That was pretty cool. Just saying. Anyway.
Cool.
You talking about Paul Walker?
No. Oh, that too. Yeah.
When Sting and Orange Cassidy faced off.
What? They faced off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The last AEW show, they did a stare down, and then Sting stole the lazy cake spot.
Oh, okay. I believe you. I just don't watch it.
Didn't they have to put pillows out in
I
front?
just don't care.
Didn't they have to put pillows out in front of the opponent the last time Stinger did the splash on AEW?
No, that was when Jericho fell off of the cage. They had to put pillows down for him.
Oh, yeah, he fell off the cage, and they gave him a nice big cushy crash pad to land on.
Yeah. It's so nice. Just like going to bed.
I'm all for, like, making shit safer. We don't need another Mick Foley incident where he just falls off the cage. But, like, make it less obvious.
Well, Mick Foley was fine after that. I don't know what the hell you're worried about. He was fine.
Yeah.
He didn't remember anything as his teeth are, like, being pulled out of his fucking face.
Well,
yeah. His shoulders separated, his fucking tooth... What was it? His tooth went through his mouth, out his nose.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Which, that's fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
Did you know your teeth could do that? I didn't.
Poor
I
dude.
remember that fucking... I watched this on pay-per-view, too, when Cesaro fucking... His teeth got pushed up in his head.
Oh, yeah. That was
he takes
bad.
the slingshot spot, and he launches, and he overshoots and hits his mouth on the outside post, and his 2 front teeth just jam into his fucking head.
Yep. He still finished the match.
His teeth out because there's so much fucking like blood. Yeah, he's tougher than I am.
I remember I took a kick to the face, and it connected hard, and I felt it right in my tooth, and I went up and I grabbed it, and I actually twisted it back into place. And I was like, oh, shit, because it had turned in there, and I had to twist it back into place, and luckily it stayed, so. But, yeah, fuck that.
Joe, my first match after my sister passed away, it was up in, where's that place Tony Stetson's from?
Texas?
Bend.
Bend.
Oh.
We did the show up in Bend. It was my first show back, and me and Joe go out there, and it's like a few minutes in, he kicks me, hits me in the mouth, and this big chunk of tooth I spit out. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Those are the worst, man. Like, fucking getting kicked in the teeth. Ah, fuck that. I don't want to talk about it no more. I got 2 chipped teeth, and I can name each person that fucking did it, so luckily it's not the same person, but...
I got mine from Max Traeger.
Well, that's not surprising. So...
It was the first time me and him ever wrestled. It was like, we wrestled an actual pretty good match, and then he does the Stone Cold elbows off the second rope. But he whiffs the elbows, and his knee just land right in my face.
Fuck that.
So,
that was fun.
So, was it Sober Mac?
I think it was Sober Mac, because like this is, I want to say I was like his 3rd ever match or something. This was before before we found out that Drunk Mac's actually safer to work with, and before this is right around the time. Like a couple weeks after that is when he got fired from NWWA because he kept like hitting one of the referees with a barbed wire bat every time.
I believe that. The fucking guy knocked out the fucking sound man because he played the wrong song. Shit.
No, he knocked out the sound guy because he kept playing the wrong songs and fucking up the music.
He didn't knock. He busted open the sound guy's head on his birthday.
Yeah.
And for everybody listening who was like, oh, poor sound guy, he kind of looks like Hans Mole Man, right? But like, don't feel bad for him. He deserved it. I wish I wasn't off that week because I would have been in fucking just tears.
The only thing is,
laughing.
I'm kind of happy that he gives a warning before he comes out. He likes to bark. Except for the day that he came out and Grant's like, behind you.
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
the chair.
Yeah.
So this tells you how fucking dastardly Mac Traeger is. When you're beating the fuck out of your opponent and he warns you that Mac is coming.
He gonna kill you.
You're sitting there stomping the shit out of a dude and he's like, yo, behind you, Mac, behind you.
All I hear is, Mac's got a chair, and I bolt out of there.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end of that one. Shit.
The funniest thing about the sound guy thing is, it was like a couple weeks later, and I heard about the incident, and he's fucking with the music, and he's fucking it up again, and I go, Mac, start stomping this chair. And he starts doing it, and I poke my head out, and I go, hey, Tim, Mac's got the chair. And he's like, really trying to fuck with the computer with one hand, but like holding his other hand up to defend himself. He's so
God.
fucking scared. Oh my God, it was so fucking.
We're horrible.
He deserved it.
We're horrible.
Yeah, that was fucking bad, but you know.
Fucking Hans Mole Man looking motherfucker.
God damn, Zach. All right. Are we ready for verses?
I got anything else to bring up? Oh, he's got to get going.
Have any shows to review.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to get going. I mean.
Oh. I heard they're doing a Zatanna TV show. They're doing a couple of other DC spin-off shows for HBO Max.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that'd be cool. We can watch those. But and for Zach, because I know V doesn't give a shit. What We Do in the Shadows, Season 3, September 2nd. September 2nd. Yeah. Okay, it's the only vampire thing that Zach and I can agree on. So
I need to watch that. Is it on Hulu?
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu. It's on the server. It's on FX if you got FX. It's on all kinds of other stuff.
Cool.
So yeah.
Like
I'll binge watch that.
Laszlo is my spirit animal.
Laszlo.
Dude, I've seen advertisements for it forever, and I've just never been able to like
Yes, welcome to my garden. This is where I craft all my hedges into all the vaginas I've seen throughout my life. This one's my favorite. It's my mother's.
Did you see the movie, Big V?
I did see the movie. Oh.
No, V. I don't know if V saw
I'd
the
say
movie.
watch the movie first.
Yeah.
The
V?
highlight. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, he's there still. Like,
No, I said no. I haven't seen the movie, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll definitely look
The
for
highlight
the movie
of the movie, and the best part is when why do we drink virgin blood? You remember that part?
Yeah.
Why do you drink virgin blood? And there's the one guy who's just like, well, think of it like this: you have a sandwich, and a really good sandwich. Now, think how much more you'd enjoy the sandwich if you knew nobody had fucked it.
Vlad the Slop the Poker is my fucking
That
favorite out of
is.
all. He's just fucking hilarious. I love, like, in the very beginning where he's going around the house, like, letting everyone know there's gonna be a meeting. He opens Vlad's door, and there's, like, all these fucking vampire chicks all over him, and then closes the door, and then the door opens right up, and Vlad's all ready, just walks out. It's fucking great. But, yeah, you gotta watch it, V. You gotta report back to us how you enjoyed it.
Cool.
You don't know, yeah. Mark Hamill's in season 2.
That's like the thing about the show is you get so many people just popping up that you wouldn't
Like
expect.
weird ones.
Yeah.
Batista's in season 1 for some reason.
It's just all at random. Yeah, it's good stuff.
It
So-
was literally like it was one of those cameos where like it happens and then it stops and you're like, what, was that fucking Batista?
Yep. Stuff. Anyway. All right, we'll do verses now, right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, why not?
Non-human alcohol beer, please.
Yeah.
All right. This week on
This is my
Versus,
human disguise.
Mr. Belvedere versus Geoffrey Butler.
We drank these people's blood, but they were on drugs. Now we're wizards. This shit is so fun. Sorry, V, what?
Oh, I love this pizza. You could taste the tomatoes and the garlic.
All right. So we got Mr. Belvedere versus Joffrey from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Lynn Belvedere
Joffrey
versus Geoffrey Butler.
Game of Thrones.
Joffrey would have been different, yeah, I guess. So Geoffrey.
It's
Geoffrey.
Geoffrey Butler. So originally I had Mr. Belvedere. Like I was like, so he put up with like a bunch of like little shitbag punks, and like he wasn't like, you know, taking care of these like little whiny bitchy kids, and you know, like the posh life like Geoffrey. But then I dug a little bit into Geoffrey, and Geoffrey hands down.
Okay.
He sparred with Chuck Norris.
Did that happen?
In Geoffrey's background, he sparred with Chuck Norris. So he used to be like a track racer until he got caught cheating, and he basically got like, you know, kicked out of England or whatever the fuck. So he started like doing like little odd and end like fucking butler jobs all around the place, and one of his like assignments was Chuck Norris. So he used to spar with Chuck Norris, so that motherfucker would beat the shit on Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, it's funny because the computer has fucking everything. The Wikipedia, all this. These two characters have backstories that was like never fucking ventured into on the shows.
Well, no, actually, I do remember Geoffrey at one point talking about sparring with Chuck Norris.
Yeah,
Like in one of his little stories through Fresh Prince, and then I did remember him being a track racer because he was embarrassed, and that's how they found out like why he wasn't in England anymore. It's because he got cheated. He got caught cheating.
Yeah. So yeah, I would. I mean, just on stamina alone, I'd give it to Geoffrey. I mean, because you're gonna start like fucking slap fighting with Mr. Belvedere. Mr. Belvedere's gonna start losing his wind and just fucking, grabbing at his chest and everything mid fight. So,
I don't know.
but
I
if
was
you
going
ever,
for Mr. Belvedere because almost like I'd say 85% of old British men have been in the SAS at some point.
see, that's what I was looking for, is that kind of shit to see if he had any kind of backstory like that. I didn't
felt like
find
some
anything.
weird fan fiction that wasn't. I don't really care.
Okay. So we got a split card here. We got 2 for Geoffrey and 1 for Belvedere.
Yeah. Well, then you guys win by vote. This is the first
Yeah.
time I've lost.
Wow. Give it to Belvedere, though. I could see Belvedere having something like that in his past, like he was a bare knuckle boxer or some shit.
Well, and that would explain, like, he does this journal now. Like, he used to be this, like, fucking, like, got drunk and just went out there and fucking bare knuckle boxed all the time. And now he's, like, being all calm and, like, he writes in his journal to, like, keep himself from, like, going fucking batshit crazy again.
His fucking old life was that he was basically just Charlie Bronson.
Yeah. He was all work for hire fucking hitman in the streets of fucking, Manchester or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I could see it.
But you see, I was just going by before I looked into both characters. I was just going by from, like, what I remember. And Mr. Belvedere was more of that rough, like, sit down, and if they didn't listen, he's like, sit down, and like, but then he'd have that, like, calm, that calm moment with people, like he would, like, teach them a lesson. Geoffrey was just kind of like a very, like, always bitching about always overworking and getting mistreated, and
it's very
always, like,
smarmy Englishman. Yeah.
And so I was just going by, like, really just the first thing that popped in my head. I'm like, all right, Mr. Belvedere. I mean, plus he dealt with these, like, regular kids who were, like, fucking, street trash. Like, he didn't have to deal with, like, fucking all these, like, fucking prissy ass, like basically the worst thing you get from one person is somebody saying, Geoffrey, can you wipe my cheek? Like,
so you think Belvedere had more of a rougher family that he was dealing with rather than...
Yeah, it was just more, he was more harder. Like, he like, it was just, like, more beat down and like didn't have any feelings, where Geoffrey was kind of more, like, you could tell he had feelings because he was always bitching and moaning and whining and crying.
All right, fair enough. That sounds good to me.
Then I started looking into the backgrounds. I'm like, oh yeah, fucking Geoffrey Spartan, Chuck Norris.
Edge Geoffrey. There you go. All right. Well, that's versus. Who's got the next versus now?
That would be you.
I'm gonna fucking pull something out of my asshole. I forget which, because I remember I did comic book this week was my choice. So
I think it's almost landing on both of them are the same person.
Oh, that's gonna be awkward and weird, but yeah, I guess that would happen eventually.
Well, you did comic book review it this week, but this week you pick. So I mean, it's offset a little bit.
Yeah. Shit. We'll go back to it. Let me think about this.
Wait, what did you throw out earlier?
Winslow versus RoboCop.
What was it? The Scorpion King versus Riddick?
Right.
Oh, okay.
We want to do that? Fuck it, we'll do that.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm trying to think of another Rock character that wasn't like not his Fast and Furious character that would be more of a match for Riddick. All right, okay. Scorpion King can't turn into that fucking big ass scorpion thing. It's just Scorpion, like.
Yeah, no, it's just.
What about his character when he fought that skyscraper in that one movie?
That movie Skyscraper?
Yeah, where he fought
the one-legged guy?
Well, he's got one leg.
Does he have one leg?
Yeah.
You never saw Skyscraper? What the hell?
I actually never saw the movie.
Not bad. It's just typical action movie.
I haven't seen a Rock movie since Walking Tall, I think. No, I watched
Jesus.
I watched
Right?
Jumanji.
The fucking Walking
Fucking
Tall?
A. I was
Good
like,
God.
his like first movie, and then
Oh no, I saw the one he did with Marky Mark.
So Pain and
oh,
Gain?
Pain and Gain.
Pain and Gain, yeah.
Oh, man. I'm trying to
I've
think
seen
of
3
something.
Rock movies.
Wow. I've seen Skyscraper. I've seen Rampage. I saw Baywatch.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
um,
Oh no,
the
I saw the one
Fast
he
and
did
the
with
Furious.
Central Intelligence or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Central Intelligence was good. Pain and Gain.
San Andreas I saw.
Never saw that
I
one.
haven't seen San Andreas.
Saw Pain and
That's
Gain.
the one where he
G.I.
fights an
Joe.
earthquake, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
fights an
G.I. Joe.
earthquake in his helicopter. Speaking of, did anyone see or hear anything about that fucking Snake Eyes movie that's basically killing off childhoods again?
It just came out in theaters.
Yeah, like, it's not getting good reviews either. I don't understand with all these, like, kid cartoon properties getting shit on all of a sudden.
Well, I don't know. I mean, so Snake Eyes, they're basically it's his origin. So I mean, they're not really killing off because I mean, Snake Eyes spoke before he put on the helmet.
It's also white, but we won't get into that.
Yeah, very true.
Like, his big thing was he was fucking, like, he got the shit kicked out of him because he was a white guy being brought up in Japan, you know? So it was like, okay, so now you make him Japanese, and all of a sudden it's not the same character.
Yeah, no,
Are
you're
ninjas
right.
still cool?
Are what?
Are ninjas still cool?
I think pirates are edging them out a little bit more, but ninjas are still a thing. Why?
No, that was just like if you went to Japan, like you dealt with ninjas. Remember when James Bond, like, oh, this is the ninja training school.
Yeah, I remember.
Hey, Darkness, do you remember the movie Ninja?
I remember American Ninja.
Yeah, American Ninja.
I remember
I
those,
remember
yeah.
3 ninjas.
High Noon at Mega Mountain with
Oh my god.
Hulk Hogan.
That fucking weird ass wig where his hairstyle was like mine.
Yeah. That was a little weird, yeah. Oh, Other Guys. Have you seen you've seen Other Guys?
Oh yeah, I saw
Aim
that.
for the bush.
Yeah, Aim for the Bush.
He was in it for like 2 minutes and he said like 3 lines.
Anyway, alright.
I steal the Sam Jackson line.
Which one?
If I wanted you to talk, I'd jam my hand up your ass and work on your mouth like a puppet.
Oh, yeah. That's good for everyday life, you know.
I use it in everyday life.
Alright, so comic book club. Yeah, so versus it's Scorpion King can't turn into a scorpion like in the end of The Mummy 2. Versus just
man.
regular Riddick, you know.
Man versus man.
Yeah, no transformations. That's the rule. Anyway.
I thought Riddick was some weird alien.
What?
Riddick is from, I mean, he's not an alien, he's just from a different planet. He's a Furian, and
Furian.
they have, I wouldn't say special powers, but
They're basically like space Spartans.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. We'll go with that then.
I mean, the only thing Riddick did, and his eyes weren't part of the Furian race. He
got that from prison.
Yeah.
That his boyfriend could be seen in the dark. Because that's how prison life is. I've seen Oz. Anyway.
Yeah. Brought it all the way back around.
There you go. Alright, comic book club. How did you guys enjoy Hack Slash?
It was good. Like,
Yeah, it was way better than I was expecting.
Yeah.
it took me a second to like figure things out because I don't know. It was not to say that's how it was, but it was kind of jumpy to me. It was really weird. I was kind of like getting lost, so I had to start over again. And I'm just like, what's going on? I mean, it's also been a crazy week, but finally I started reading it. I'm just like, holy hell! And then, of course, I messaged you with the one comment.
Yes, I leave it to me to be progressive in my choices and suggest to you a man giving birth in my comics.
Yeah, that was weird. And
Yes.
I'm the one who picks the lesbian dildo comics.
Well, this,
Don't forget.
yeah. So just progressive in a different way, So yeah,
It's like it felt like a throwback of like slasher movies.
yeah,
Almost.
it's very throwbackish to slasher 80s slasher movies and
And
everything.
like I got a little hint of like Buffy in there, and I could immediately be like, all right, this is why Darkness likes this.
Oh.
Well, my thing was the artwork. It felt like I was supposed to be watching a cartoon that wasn't moving.
Yeah, the artwork in there is pretty decent.
The artwork's like good, but it seemed to me like there's always been a difference between like comic book art and like cartoon art. Like the art that you're watching on a cartoon and the art that you're reading in a book were two different things. This felt like literally like this should be moving so I could like watch it instead of read it. It was like, or like putting pause on the cartoon. Like I was like, this is kind of cool. It's like, I think that's the other thing that was fucking with my head. I was waiting for it to like read itself to me, pretty much. Like I'm supposed to be watching you, not reading you. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
There's a couple covers I found that I want to see if I could find them slabbed and put on my wall.
Oh yeah, I bet. I mean,
There's a few.
he's basically walking around in fishnet and nothing else. But yeah,
Don't worry about what I do on my free time.
Yeah. So do you understand the reference now when I say that Vlad is very similar to Big B?
Yes.
So yeah.
Got his oxygen tank on and smoking.
I don't know why hack slash came to mind. I just did, and I decided to suggest it. I don't know why. But yeah, the cool thing about that too is they get thrown in with like all the other horror comics. Like they fight Chucky, they fight the Reanimator, they fight I think Jason and Freddy and Ash. They do a thing with Ash for a while, and the Crow and
the Crow.
Yeah, they do all kinds of crossovers with those two characters, which is really fun to see. So like once you get into the comic in the beginning and you get those characters established in your mind, it's fun to watch them cross over with other things that you know already from other like movies and stuff. So, but yeah, it's fun and it goes on forever. They ended it and they brought it back and all that good shit. So,
My Little Pony.
Maybe I haven't read all of them. Okay, well,
All right.
whose week is it this week?
I guess V's.
E? Oh man.
Wait, no.
Wait, no.
It shouldn't be because didn't I do
Awesome. We always keep.
Son of a bitch. So,
No, I did the week before because it was my.
It was Strange Academy.
Oh no, it was V.
Yeah, I did Strange Academy.
Yeah, Strange Academy, and then Hack Slash, and then you.
Because the one you did before was the
Oh, it's a revival.
No, it is mine.
Oh, it is
Okay,
you?
good.
Revival?
It
Okay.
went revival hack slash because
Oh, no. I got it right here. Oh, wait, no, because we did the review. No, you're right. Forgive me. You're right. Okay. So... he's all pissed. He's like, oh, I gotta pick something.
You want to do what we do in the shadows quotes until he figures it out?
yeah.
Guillermo! God.
I want the creepy paper.
The creepy paper? Yes, for around the house, the crepe paper.
The night of the orgy is here.
Was it Jackie Daytona?
He's got his Nandor walks out and he's got his belt that's like made out of dildos or something.
Yes. I love this shit. Alright, well, he's not coming up with any. Yeah. Tonight is a good night for the other guy, not me to die.
There is nothing more devastating than finding out your husband has made porn, and it's so bloody boring.
Yeah.
They would call me Nando the Relentless because I would never relent.
All I know is I haven't had a whiff of the woo or tang.
This is entertaining like 6 people who listen to us.
Like, hey, we know what he's talking about.
Damn, shut up.
Vampire sex is like pizza in that even when it's bad, it's good. It's designed to be enjoyed by 8 or more people. So many good things.
I was the handsomest. How'd that go? I was the handsomest person in my village. Well, his village was overrun by leprosy.
Yes, and the creepy ass doll. I just want to watch this show now and get this over with.
fucking Laszlo's fucking unfinished ghost business was having to jerk him off.
Yeah.
See, the problem is, especially now that I'm like on a clock, like trying to figure this out. I mean, this is something I haven't read, but you guys probably have. World War Hulk.
If you want to do World War Hulk, we could do World War Hulk.
I would not. That one actually would not mind rereading because that is a good one.
Yes.
All right, then let's do that.
All right. So, okay, World War Hulk. So the portion of the story after Planet Hulk, right?
Right.
So when he gets back to Earth, and he's fucking pissed, he's gonna go fuck everybody up.
That
Correct.
should be it.
Okay, gotcha. World War
From
Hulk.
what I'm looking at here, because I've read Planet Hulk.
Yeah.
I just haven't read World War
Hulk. All right, World War Hulk. We'll do that. That sounds good. I'm gonna read the X-Men part because that's fucking badass when he fights Juggernaut. So, anyway,
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Can't believe they put that in a fucking movie.
I can.
Yeah, those movies were. Yeah.
Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah.
his fake ass muscles.
Bullet Tooth Tony fucking talking shit. Anyway.
My favorite. What the fuck was that guy's name?
Who?
The actor who played Juggernaut.
Oh,
Vinny,
yeah, Vinny Jones.
Was it Vinny Jones?
I don't know.
So.
I loved him in Euro Trip.
Oh,
yeah.
That's fucking the soccer hooligan.
The soccer hooligan.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Let's give this Nancy a fucking good kicking.
Yeah. It's always good. All right. Well, we got anything else we want to get into? Uh-oh. He's getting shit. He's gonna catch these hands.
I'm doing my show with my friends, Mom.
Oh, he just went fucking mute. Uh-oh. He muted himself.
That's not good.
Oh, you're back? You okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do I need to come over and help you out or bury the body? What? Okay. All right.
She, I guess, just had to make a loud announcement that she was taken off again.
Oh, okay.
And then she waits to whisper when she's yelling across the house, and then she gets here and she's like, "I'll be back in an hour or two." And I'm like, you already just like yelled across the house, like you didn't have to like whisper now.
I'm gonna find a rando to bang.
All right, we're still recording. Anyway, yeah. So there you go. There's our show. This is our nostalgia '80s killing our childhood show. I think that's like everything that's happened.
3 grown men lying about movies today.
And He-Man, Snake Eyes, Power Rangers. Jesus, man, Ghostbusters. What the fuck else did we get into? Space
Dolph
Jam.
Lundgren.
No, you know what? Dolph Lundgren is not the worst He-Man anymore. Don't even start.
What do you mean? There is no He-Man in the other show. He's dead.
That's right. Dolph Lundgren's better than a dead He-Man.
No. I'd rather Dolph Lundgren's He-Man be dead.
I'd rather have a weekend at Bernie's He-Man.
Right?
I might have to watch this shit now just to see how good or bad it is.
I'm kind of into it.
Yeah, they just like off him in the first fucking episode.
I watched it. And like I watched the He-Man death scene, and yeah, I'm into it.
All
well,
right.
It's just like it was the second G.I. Joe movie. You got Duke there, so you got Channing Tatum. You're like, cool.
G.I. Joe?
Channing Tatum and The Rock, doing a G.I. Joe movie. Okay. All of a sudden, fucking 5 minutes into the movie, Channing Tatum's dead.
Yeah.
Duke. They killed off Duke.
What was executive decision? Fucking Steven Seagal, like. I was like, he's coming back, right? What the fuck just happened? I was like, no, wait, what happened here? Yeah, there's some movies like that where somebody gets offed and you're like, wait a second.
They're like the biggest name on the fucking roster and they get fucking killed off 2 minutes in.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, Zach will have something on the tip of his tongue and he'll probably blurt it out while I'm saying all this, but so there's a show. Find us on Facebook. Zach's now in charge of the Twitter, so if you get any dick pics, they're of him. That's at Dark Asylum Pod. No? Okay. Well, they're not of him. They're just random dick pics of whatever he found and wanted to share with everybody.
I will find random dick pics. You are not going to get my dick pic because you have to pay for that privilege.
We will start a Patreon, and you would have to pay to see Zach's dick.
Yeah. There you go.
$5 a month gets you one signed picture.
So, there you go. At Dark Asylum Pod for Twitter. You can find us all on Facebook under Darkness or Dark Asylum Pod. You'll find us. Take some initiative, you sons of bitches. Pro Wrestling Tee shops, all that good stuff. We're hoping to be back in action at the early part of October, and we'll give you those dates when they come up. Other than that, that's the show. So for wonderful Zach Winters,
I am just a regular human bartender.
And for Big Vicious,
I can't follow up with that, but Hootie Hoo?
Hootie Hoo, nice. Like Mark and Bryan, all right. I am Darkness, and the Asylum is closed. Go watch What We Do in the Shadows so you know about half of what we're talking about this episode.
Hootie Hoo was my Master P reference.
Oh, Hootie Hoo is how Mark and Bryan, an LA DJ duo, used to sign off on their show.
Really?
1 human alcohol beer, please.